a very visible pain, yeah, apologize. A little bit of lack of sleep this week. Take care of your eyes. Now, the way I'm dressed here, very casual, very comfortable. I can hide a lot of stuff. This is probably not good, something good to wear in a shop. Why not?
Elijah, why not?
Because that's how you get drills stuck in your pants.
Can get caught on something?
Yeah, they can get caught on something, or worse yet, into something.
Yeah.
If this was turning and I was wearing this, one of two things is gonna happen. What do you think it is? One is I'll look like the comedian and my shirt will just disappear around that, right? But most likely what'll happen, the shirt's gonna stay on, my face is gonna go smash into that, and it's probably gonna have a lot of blood afterwards. And I'll lose a whole bunch of cool points. So, we put our safety glasses on, and we take our loose clothing off. I keep my nose under.
You should tell them what you do for a living.
Oh, my real job is I'm a firefighter. It can be, but it can also be pretty sad because I get to see the people that aren't safe. Okay, so I don't want to see anybody here do that. And plus I'm off duty. I don't want to do stuff that I do on duty off duty. So we talked about eye protection. We talked about loose clothing. Hold up your hands.
He's got one on.
Well, it is?
Is that a metal one or a,
It's metal.
you know what they're good for? Removing fingers.
I believe the word's degloving.
Degloving is a polite way to put it.
Getting slammed in.
One of two things is gonna happen with a ring. Sooner or later, and the ladies that wear rings all the time, how many times have you caught your ring on something?
Oh, that's why I don't wear mine.
Has anybody wore a ring and just caught it on something before?
My
Broke my
skin,
finger.
Your skin?
pinches.
It doesn't take much. When you're in the shop, around your necklace there, I see you got rings, that's a good idea. Or just put them in your pocket. Please don't wear the rings because once again, moving parts or something sharp on the robot, one or two things are gonna happen. It's either gonna peel your skin back and you'll have a little bone there. It'll just rip the bone and the skin off. Or it's just gonna hurt really bad, your finger's gonna swell up, and I'm gonna have the fun of cutting it off. Not your finger, the ring.
Cut my finger up.
Now, please allow me to pick on my clowns over here. We like to have a good time, seriously. But, in the shop, as much as we like to maybe push each other and have a good time outside of here,
Oh, I'm coming to open
the
it.
shop is the wrong place for it. Why? In other words, horseplay. Go ahead.
Because you could push that person under there and there'd be a lot of blood.
Absolutely. Horseplay, and we'll call this a workplace, right? This is our workshop. Horseplay in a workshop or workplace, no good. Talk with any of these folks, the adults that work in the workplace. That's a big no-no, correct? I mean, we all like to have fun. And let's see, along with the horseplay, let's look at Wesley here.
Hi.
If Wesley's talking on the drill and you talk to Wesley, Wesley's gonna turn around and talk to you, right?
Probably.
He's gonna probably not pay attention to what he's doing,
Pretty accurate.
and the result could be not good. So, please, no horseplay, and don't distract somebody. We talked about rings. Now let's talk about our fine tools. What is this?
A thing that makes you tingle when your head sinks into it.
Well, that would be a bad name for it. Honestly, this is a drill press, okay? This drill press has several moving,
At the table.
no, that's all right. This is a drill press, and, has several moving parts. One, the drill chuck, handles, but up under here, you have moving pulleys with belts. Before before we do anything around here, what should we do? One of two things. Unplug it, or there's a safety that we can take out, and you can't turn on without it. We don't want this to accidentally turn on while we're here, or up here doing a belt. Cause I guarantee if your finger's between the belt and the pulley, what do you think's gonna win?
A lot of,
You better hope there's no doggies running around, cause they'll be running off with your finger.
You guys can get closer too.
I don't think they want it right now.
You probably scared them. No, don't, we don't want you to be scared, we want you to be safe.
I want you to have respect for the tools.
Yeah. Did you talk about hair?
I did not, sorry, I didn't think of the hair.
She's a prime example.
So, okay, I have really long hair. It does not take your hair to be very long to get caught in something. How many of you lean over and your hair goes in your face and you know, you get really close to things? I like my hair. I want to keep my hair. So I would encourage you, whenever you're working with tools, don't just put it in a ponytail. Put it as close to your head as possible.
a bun?
Bun. These boys don't have to worry about that.
Well, Noah.
I did at one point, to be fair.
But, yeah, put it up so that it's out of the way. And that's because it, you know, if you get your hair pulled, I'm sure when you're combing it out, if you got knots in it, it hurts.
Buns look stylish.
Buns are in. So just put it as close to your head as possible. Make sure it's tied up, nice and tight, not gonna come out. And that is just so it doesn't get in the equipment. And I would encourage you, we're gonna be working as teams. If you see me with my hair down, I expect you guys to call me out on it, just like I would call any of you out, just like you should call each other out. Okay?
Safety glass is a big one.
Yeah. I mean, running, safety glasses, somebody being unsafe, hair down, rings, you know, and you're okay tonight, you're not gonna use the tools, but I want you to know, the goal of this is so you guys know how to use them safely. I'll use any of these, except for the Sawzall. That one I don't. I know, that's the fun one, but I gotta get these glasses.
Now let's talk about some of the specific tools. We talked about the drill press, we talked about safety with that. The other drill we have is the battery operated drill, and we have another one, an impact driver, which is kinda like a drill, but it's made for like screwdriver bits, nut drivers and stuff like that. Where this one here, you can either put a screwdriver attachment in, or drills. I love drills, especially the ones with batteries, no cords, but you gotta be careful with them. One is, keep your fingers away from the trigger when you're changing out your drill bits. And if you're drilling on metal, don't just go all out fast. There's a couple things that happen. One is, if you drill something really fast, you usually generate a lot of heat, right? It's very bad for the drill bits. Those that deal with metal usually gets tempered, and they want drill bits to be harder than what you're drilling. But if you heat it up and it cools down on its own, that drill bit's gonna lose its tempering, and then it won't work as well, and it'll dull really fast, and it just doesn't work so well. Another thing about drilling, and it can happen if you're going too fast, or sometimes, and Rob, you can maybe explain this better. I've had drills grab on metal, like, especially from like an 18 gauge metal, a little bit thicker sheet metal. And I was doing it with an electric drill. And I tell you these stories because a lot of these stories I've done through my own stupidity. I was drilling on this heavy duty metal and the drill bit grabbed. And lo and behold, it was an electric drill. And the cord, when the drill wrapped, my cord wrapped my hand to the drill, and I was stuck with that drill just smashing me every time it went around until I ran out of a cord from the thing. So just beware, control it, and you don't have to, the stuff we drill with the aluminum, I've not really seen that here at all. There's only one time I've seen a heavier metal, and we're not doing that here.
No,
So you don't have to worry about it, I just want you to understand the possibility exists, so make sure you get a clear workspace, and when you're drilling, if that happens, you just let go. If it starts to grab, just let go.